In this video, I'm going to show you how to format your essay properly in MLA style. And I have a correctly formatted essay here for you to look at as a model. And I'm just going to go through it and show you what you need to do to format your essay correctly. So the first thing I notice here is that this essay is entirely double spaced. There's never a place where there's any single spacing. Sometimes people will single space their identifying information. That's wrong. That needs to be double spaced. There's no extra space before or after the title. It's just double spaced. There's no extra space between paragraphs. So it's all just double spaced. That's what hits me first, and that's what you want. You want it double space throughout. I'm going to go top down here. So we also notice you have the page number and the last name of the writer of the essay. So your name plus the page number at the top right corner of every page. And so it's top right corner every page, including the works cited page. But the important thing here is how you get that on. People often make a mistake when they put it on incorrectly because you do not want to just type it in the corner of every page, because if you do that, it will get messed up every time you do an edit. You also don't want to use the header function to put your page numbers in, because all that will do is put the same number on every page, 1 on every page or 2 on every page. In order to get correct page numbering that sequences 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to use the page numbering function in your word processor. So I'm going to show you how to do that in Word. I'm on Word in a Mac, but it's very similar on a PC. So I'm going to bring up here a blank page to show you how to do it from scratch. So you want to go under Insert in your tab bar, and there you'll find an icon that says Page Number that you pull down the menu for. And in a Mac, you hit Page Number, and it gives you this little screen, and you do top, right, and you do want it on the first page. In a PC, it gives you a list of sort of boxes, and you want to pick the third one down because that's the one that shows the page number in the top right corner. And then you hit OK, and it'll put page 1 and page 2, and etc. In order to get your last name in front of that, you have to double click on the page number until you see this little box appearing, and then you type your name, leaving a space, and then double click below, and it'll put your name and the page number on every page, and that's how you get it sequential. And you want that on the works cited page too, so you want to keep that all in the same file so it will number it as the last page. All right, so that's how we do our page numbering. The next thing we have is our identifying information. So you want, in this order, your name, my name, the class, including the correct section number, and the full date. And this should be double spaced, of course. The date should be written as day, month, year, with no commas and no abbreviation. And you want to put this in by just typing in the top left corner. You do not want to put this in a header, because if you do that, it'll put it on every page, which you don't want. You only want it at the top of page 1 in the top left corner. Then you want to center your title. Use the centering icon. Do not space or tab it over. And then when you get to your paragraphs, you want to use the tab key to indent each paragraph. Do not use the space bar, because that will get messed up when you do your edits. Okay. I've also asked you to use Times New Roman 12-point font, and you can see that's what I have it set on. You know, if it were on something else, I'll show you how to change it. Let's say it were, I don't know, Calibri 11 or something. I think that's a default font you see a lot. In order to change that, you just select your entire document. So it's Command A in a Mac or Control A in a PC, and it highlights the whole essay, and you just pull down until you get what you want. Times New Roman, 12-point. Then you have what you need there. Okay. You also want to make sure you don't have extra space in your essay, because sometimes you will see extra space between paragraphs, around the identifying information, the title. This doesn't have it, but I'll show you how to make sure you don't have it. You again select your whole essay, and you go under the paragraph icon, little box in PC, or this page numbering option icon, line spacing option rather, in a Mac. And it gives you the same screen basically. And you want to click where it says don't add space between paragraphs and hit OK. And that will get rid of that annoying extra space. Okay. One thing I suggest is to fully justify your margins. You at least need to have the left justified so it's straight on the left. The default is to just have it left only, which would mean the left is straight and the right is reg. You can do that if you want. If you want it to kind of look a little more polished, you just select the paragraphs only. So not the title and not the identifying information and not the works cited list, and you can click the icon for fully justifying, or Control J will sometimes work if you want to have that effect, which I do think looks a little nicer. I just have the first 2 pages of this essay to show you, but if I had the whole essay, you would see that the works cited page is always on a new page. You never put your works cited at the bottom of the last page. Sometimes, especially when people only have one entry on it, think, well, I just have one thing here, so I'm going to just, put it at the bottom. No, it needs to be on a separate page, even if it's only one. Interestingly, you always title it Works Cited with an S on the works, even if there's only one item there. Okay, so these are some tips on how to correctly format your essay, and you can come back to this document, which I have in the same page in Canvas as the video, if you need to look at that for reference.